kids's trees.
Once upon a time, Princess Sophia went out to the jungle. As soon as she entered the jungle, she realized that there was a lot of silence in the jungle. She hears a melodious melody that is very mesmerizing. She moves forward in search of that sound. Sophia is surprised to see that all the small and big animals of the forest are gathered around him, and he is so engrossed in playing the flute with his eyes closed. And the flute is now in Sophia's hand, and the flute player is also standing in shock as to what has happened. Now Sophia asks him in a hoarse voice, "Who are you, and what do you want to do with my companions, and what are you doing here in my forest?" The musician sits down on his knees and starts crying. One thing becomes clear, that he is not a magician. If he was a magician, he would have resisted, and Sophia understands this. Sophia smiles, and then she holds the amulet again, and then the amulet emits a light that goes around the flute, and the flute is in Peekfreens' hand.
Then Sophia says, "Tell me where your villages are. I will talk to your people. Peekfreens says my village is south." Just then Sophia points to one side, and the flying carpet is in front of them. Sophia sits on it and motions for the Peekfreens to come along. The Peekfreens also sit on the carpet, and Sophia orders the carpet to take us south. The carpet immediately rises into the air and starts flying south. As they reach the village of Peekfreens, some of the people are unhappy to see the Peekfreens and start talking strangely. But when the princess sees Sophia, they are very surprised and happy and say, "Welcome to Sophia," and Peekfreens are surprised. "Are you a princess?" Sophia, "Yes, I'm Princess Sophia of the Kingdom of Aunt Santania." Then Peekfreens bows and greets Sophia, and Sophia smiles. Then Sophia tells Peekfreens, "Peekfreens, play your flute." As Peekfreens starts to play the flute, people stop him and forbid Sophia to tell him not to play the flute. But Sophia says, "You guys please shut up. Let him play the flute once and signal to Peekfreens." Then Peekfreens starts playing the flute. The song was so enchanting, but now the effect of this enchantment is such that people who were unhappy to see Peekfreens became happy, and the other people who were talking strangely also became happy, and all of them started to dance the traditional dance of their village. Sophia was very happy to see all this. The Peekfreens themselves were very happy. The children who were crying became silent, and happily ran towards the Peekfreens and started cheering. Everyone was doing their job happily. No one was upset. Then Sophia signaled for the Peekfreens to stop. The Peekfreens stopped. Then Sophia asks, "Were you all conscious before, or are you conscious now?" Everyone says this flute tune is very nice and melodious as before, but it doesn't fool us. Only then does Sophia get happy, and everyone realizes that it's all because of Sophia's magic. Sophia then addresses the people and says, "Now you shouldn't mind Peekfreens staying here." Everyone says, "No, now we don't mind, Peekfreens can stay here," and Peekfreens are very happy to hear that. Goes and thanks Sophia. Sophia points to the carpet, and the carpet comes to Sophia, and Sophia sits on it and leaves for her kingdom. And thus the story ends. So, children, from this story we get a lesson that none of our work should be such that it causes trouble to anyone. We should do such work that our morals inspire people them. If you like our story, then share it and subscribe our channel, so that we can keep bringing good stories for you. Until then, bye-bye.